Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a T.I. is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Mathew Knowles. This controversy with Mathew Knowles saying that Chloe Bailey is not as talented as Beyonce was when she was a little girl. He was on some woman's podcast. I think it's called Lee and Tim or something. I can't remember the name. But anyway, I saw the little clip of the video, and the woman was asking him what does he think about the comparisons, and he was saying, well, what do you mean the comparisons? If anybody thinking anything like that, they're idiots. They're not thinking like that. And she was saying, musical wise and maybe even movies. He said, well, if you're talking about movies, well, that's a different thing. But if you're talking about overall talent, no, she's not as good as Beyonce. And I'm sorry, I was a young woman back when Destiny's Child came out and stuff. I was in my mid to late 30s. Well, I wasn't that young, but anyway, I was in my 30s, and so I remember the talent, and I remember how Beyonce and them came out, and I saw little bitty clips of them. I even saw them on Star Search, but I didn't know that they was gonna be the group that they were gonna be later on in years. And when they did that Star Search stuff, you could tell that they were not well trained or well versed on things, and that's why they didn't win the Star Search. And then later on, when they became Destiny's Child, when they first came out, you could kind of tell that they needed a little bit more training. And after they got their little bit more training, they blew up after a couple of years. But it's like Chloe and Halle, they started off on YouTube. I remember when my niece was telling me about these two young girls that were doing Beyonce covers and everybody else covers, and when I saw them, I said, those girls are really talented. They can sing and play instruments and stuff, and they can also dance. And so nobody's not saying that Beyonce is not talented. That's just like trying to compare Beyonce and Michael Jackson, which a lot of old school fans like me would say, no, there is no comparisons, because some young people say, oh well, she's the Michael Jackson of this generation. Maybe I can kind of give her that for now, because there's nobody doing it like or similar to Michael Jackson now. So I could say that for this generation, but that comparison is very slim to none. And I don't like when these people try to compare old artists to new artists. Everybody might have a little imitation of an old artist because because they're inspired by the person or something, but that don't mean that they totally want to be a replica of that person. And to me, Chloe and Halle is in a lane all of their own, because they do play all these instruments, and they can sing, and they can also dance, and you can tell from all their previous live performances how every performance is different from the last performance. So they are a talented group, which is versatile in everything that they do. And it kind of reminds me of 2016 when Kelly was trying to start out Destiny's Child, and I mean trying to start out Chasing Destiny, which really became June's Diary. When he's gonna say I think it was on Twitter or something about Kelly, me and your girls could have a competition, a singing competition, and we could see which ones could do the best. And Kelly just was so nice about it, even though she was shading him. She was so nice about it. She just said, I think there's enough room for everybody in the industry. And it's like this man is not relevant anymore, and it's like he's trying to do anything to get back in his daughter's good graces, and it's not working, because those girls are talented, and Beyonce discovered those girls. And she's not gonna just discover anybody and ride for anybody and put her name and her money behind anybody. So I know she was deeply saddened and upset by what her father had said about her proteges and about the girls that she's promoting, and that makes me think that maybe he held some of the girls back, like Kelly and LaToya, and also Michelle, because he just has this fixation with Beyonce that she's greater than anybody. She is a very talented woman. I will give her that. She's very talented, but there's also other people out here that are just as talented as her. This is A. Western. That ain't he tells it like a T.I. is. I am out.